God damn you, Russia. I'm not going to spy on you, Catherine, but yay, we got this one. Culture cost of adopting new policies reduced by 10%. That is epic for us. This is exactly what we need. We're going to use our spies differently. We're going to use our spies to capture city-states. Oh, Jesus, but Russia moved there already. Christ, we better move our guy to Sidon. Look at this, Russia's getting very aggressive. We need to hit Germany very quickly and then it's all-out war. Total war, basically. Right, things are going really bad. Oh yeah, he's luckily in Sidon, not in that other place. Oh, that's good, he wasn't in Ties, in Sidon. Russia is definitely going to try and take Sidon. There is a storm coming on the horizon. It's going to be all-out nuclear war between me and Russia. This has been coming for some time, but I didn't actually think that it was going to turn into quite as big a war as what looks like it's going to come. It's going to be pretty full-on, really it is. Flamefang says he runs his empire differently from me. How differently do you run it? What sort of things are we talking about here that you do different, Flame? Tell me your theories. Right, Graz. I'm still continuing to build up all these areas right here. I think we're nearly there though. And I think we're nearly at the end of this stream as well, guys. Biblos, also research lab. We're really pushing the science right now, I tell you. We build a monument now, I'm surprised we haven't already. Right, so our war with Germany is approaching. And I think it may be one we have to address on the next turn. Or the next stream even. Oh, there we are, these workers can come back up here, look. There's a slot for them right there. I'm just going to change this song because it never works quite as well as I always think it would. Can't I upgrade the Lancers to anything so far? They still have to stay as that? I would have thought we'd have had something else by now. Yeah, workshop in Giza's fine. Vladivostok. Let's build your granary. You should spread your religion to the new cities. Yes, atomic theory.
Changed everything, save our modes of thinking. The
We're into
future
the atomic
has a way
era.
of arriving unannounced.
Discovered uranium, uranium, uranium. Salah has been recruited as a spy. Recruit Tenafat has been recruited to replace a spy that was killed in action. So we have 2 new spies available, guys. This is very good indeed. And as I say, we're basically going to have to put those into places where they will help us the most. Yeah, so we're going to move some of our spies into... Oh look, there's some one of those guys right there. Oh, we've got uranium. Do we need to redistribute? I was going to say, do we need to like reattach like a different thing onto that square? I think we do. I think we need to turn it into like a mine or whatever, if that's what we're going to do. Flame says his way of playing Civ is to focus on production and tech, building wonders, limiting military conflicts until 1800, at which point I knock out any competitors with force. My empire is usually much smaller, more concentrated, with less money, but lots of culture. That's interesting. I mean, that's definitely an optional way for us to try and play another time, I think. Anyway, let's try and bring some of these states on board. Let's get Jerusalem on board, and Almaty as well, perhaps. Or Jerusalem and Zanzibar, I think. So let's move you to Jerusalem. Or you can go Zanzibar, seeing as I found it first. And you to Jerusalem. I don't even know if this will work, but I've not really tried very much to do these kind of coups and stuff, so let's see if we can turn it to our favour. Yeah, let's do a public school there. Okay. Yeah, we have new things to learn, so yeah, we've got to get a little bit further forward first. We should probably learn ballistics because it's the furthest thing back, so let's do that. Damn, Catherine has completed the Apollo program. Damn. Catherine could be on her way to a science victory, which is going to be difficult for us. We are at a junction here. Germany was never really a threat to us, and I suddenly begin to wonder whether it's worth our attacking it. Whether it may be worth going all out war with Russia at this point before they get too powerful. Because Russia is ahead of me. Let me see, I'm on 2,149 score, Catherine's down on 1,300. Catherine has a weaker army than me. Germany is a non-issue. And I actually think that we should perhaps change our tactic. I think that Catherine is a threat to the victory, and I think that she needs to be dealt with, basically. Which is going to be expensive and troublesome, but I think it's probably the right tactic. The question is going to be if we can have... Let's see if we can't make a deal with Constantinople to have open borders. She probably won't because she doesn't trust me at all. Shall we declare war against Catherine? No. Shall... Okay, what do we want for open borders? Accept an embassy first of all. Wow, she wants a lot for actually, it's not too bad for accepting an embassy. Few says, if she's on her way to a scientific victory, eliminate her main sources of production. She probably follows rationalism, which gives her a scientific bonus from sources of production. There's a direct correlation between those two. That's very interesting, Flame, thank you. I mean, Moscow is essentially the main, probably, source. It's going to be a pain to get to. Essentially, I'm going to have to come across this way and kind of come in from the south. If we can kind of come in here and hit Moscow in that way, drop a load of artillery on this south coast and really batter it, or we, you know, knock out Tyre and then push in, could be a stronghold. I think that's going to be a good strategy. No, none of the other civilizations will help me because I've kind of spent too long fighting and pissing them off. We definitely need to do this though. Time to retask things, I think. Right, well that's going to be our plan anyway. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because we have a lot of troops and stuff that are going to require sort of transport. It's going to be difficult to do this. We've got a lot of troops to move, basically. I wonder whether it's worth taking Linz first, but it's such an easy city to destroy, I don't think it's really a threat to us. So we're just moving all of our units, or the units that I want to move anyway. It's going to take us some time to get there, but it's pretty much the only option available to us, I think, at this time. I don't really want to trade Frankfurt for Uns. For one reason, we've got some actual uranium over here, which is very good for us. This is going to be a long, drawn-out affair. This won't be quick at all. We need to leave some troops here, basically, to just keep an eye on things. Right, and then we'll move into production. This is going to be a long, difficult war, though. I have no illusions about this. It's going to be a real... Right, Heliopolis wants to do Manhattan Project. Probably best to let Thebes do that, I would have thought. Let's build instead some battleships. Frankfurt can build not a workboat. Keep pushing the culture aspect, I think, for now. I see we got a new unit from Sidon. Great. We've got some shock troops. We've got some shock troops. So it looks like Sidon has turned... Yeah, they're our friend. How's the... one more turn to rig the election on Sidon, and they should turn ally, I would have thought. Which is good. Manhattan 13, off we go. So we're catching up, Catherine, but it's an ongoing brutal frustration for us. Vladivostok, what can we do? We need to turn that to armory. Right, we're making some progress. I don't think I could win the game Stratolas with the military that I have right now, to be honest. But you know, we can definitely you know, have some interesting things, see what happens in the game. But yeah, so I don't think I could win the game with where we are right now. Yeah, I can buy some units, which is what I will. Graz wants gold. We can adopt policy, great. Reduce military... Wounded military units inflict 25% more damage. Now, okay. Okay, question for the remaining people on the stream right now. Which social policy should we go for? Populism or militarism? Militarism, obviously I can start purchasing some units out there and I can get those moving. Or we go for the populism, because when we get over onto the land we're going to have problems where we have to fight. And there's definitely going to be this situation where we have wounded units fighting and stuff. Yeah, like Flame says, I need a larger navy and more artillery. Cities are a big problem because they really hit you hard and they spawn a lot of stuff, so it's not as simple as it sounds. You definitely can't just walk in. I'm only attacking Russia really to kind of slow them down and distract them. I'm not really necessarily looking to sort of destroy Russia at this point. However, it may end up that way, but we'll see how we go. Populism? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would agree so. Yeah, because I've got enough money to buy the units sort of already. Yep, everyone agrees. Okay. Yep. Right, let's go for that. Promotion! Shock. Shock the monkey. Let's move him down here. Off he goes. Right, we're going to have to start slowly moving some of these out. This is fairly dangerous. Where's all my subs and stuff? That's what I want to know. Okay, this guy's going down here. Can he even get across there? Apparently so. Oh, they can go under the ice? I never knew that. Oh, crap. Don't do that. Right, we're still moving units across the land. Across the land into the sea. Yay, still an election rigged. Increasing our influence. Wonderful. Right, my sub is moving carefully forward here. I'm curious where my other submarines are, because I obviously told them to move. There's one coming down the coast here. That's good. See, I need a couple of submarines to basically protect my forces as they move across there. Got one more there, one more guarding, so I've got 1, 2. I thought I had another sub somewhere. I guess not. Oh yeah, we can upgrade these to battleships now as well, which is good. So let's bring some of these guys back. We can start upgrading, as I say, these other ships, so that's going to be a positive thing too. Workers, you're building... Oh, a mine. Okay, apparently. It's not been a while since we've had to actually build a mine. Let's do that. Osaka, apparently you're building a research laboratory as well. Good. Klagenfurt, yeah, let's go down Library Road. Dun, 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 dun. Vladivostok, what can I purchase from you? My battleship is 880. Let's see what it is in Giza. It's still 880. Okay. We have got plenty of cash though, so... So I'm just kind of moving things here basically, guys. This is all going to take ages. Ugh. Memphis, okay, please build more battleships, I guess. This is something particularly amazing you can build for me. No. Actually, yeah, you could build a stadium. I need to keep my happiness up because all this combat is going to seriously make people not happy. 2 turns for a library, that's a good call. Lumber mill, upgrade to a battleship. 385, but that's fine. We need to keep some naval force here because to not do so would be entirely foolish. Yep, you can stay here as well. Yeah, as I say, we need to keep some naval units around here because otherwise it would be just stupid of us to do that. Here we go. Right, so we are Great War Infantry. Right, everything's going fine. Our artillery is finally arriving in sorts. Great General on the way. Gatling units. More artillery. Great War Infantry. I'm still surprised that we can't upgrade our Lancer. I mean, what? Does the Lancer just have no upgrade? Because it seems kind of insane to me that it doesn't. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to have to finish up shortly, guys. Right, we have a fairly powerful force moving forward. No doubt Catherine has some spies though, and this could end badly in our favour. Right, as I say, I think my plan essentially is to hit Tyre because it's going to be pretty weak. I'll bombard it, hit it, and then set up a defensive perimeter that allows me to push into Moscow. I'm going to try and destroy Moscow because that would effectively, you know, that's the heart of her entire empire, really, was Moscow. So really, my plan is to just hit Moscow as hard as possible, and then once I've done that, I can probably even buy some more infantry troops and send them as well. Once we've hit Moscow and hopefully destroyed that, that's when I can stop worrying too much about Russia and we can go back on just a defensive line. We don't need to completely destroy her empire. That was never the plan. The plan was that Russia was suddenly starting to become very aggressive, starting to kind of... She took Tyre, she was demanding tributes from Jerusalem, Sidon, which is sort of my friend slash ally, right in the middle here, and it was starting to become patently obvious. I forgot that this guy was here. Patently obvious that essentially, you know, we were going to end up in a bad situation from that. So that's really, this is almost a defensive move, I would say. It's not really aggressive. What we're doing is protecting our global interests. The trouble is, not everyone will see it like that. This is a pretty mighty fleet, though, it's got to be said. My army is quite powerful. I'm going to purchase some more infantry because I want more ground troops. Okay. Now I have maintained a minimal defense back here as well because, again, I don't want to just give up on all my units here. Right, I've got a battleship right here. I'm just probably going to keep destroyers around here. Battleships I'm probably going to need further on, but I don't know on the other hand. Oh yeah, those are battleships. What we've got over here is the... Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, the battleships are the powerhouses. I think I probably will move this one over here. It's going to take a while to get there, but nonetheless. Unbelievably, we're still doing pretty good on cash, which seems insanity, but we've just been doing very, very well with our money. Right, next turn.
Men like bullets go farthest when they are smoothest.
Got ballistics on the go. We can upgrade you. Oh, what's this? Russia and Germany making some moves. I would advise strongly against that. Right, when did we get 2 artillery here? That seems wasteful. We'll keep them in defence. Right, battleships move out. These guys are going over this way. You guys are going to continue with the main fleet. This really is quite an astonishingly big army. I'll tell you what, if I can't take their capital city with this army, it's going to be a bad job, because there's a storm coming, seriously. We're going to wait here stealthily just off the coast to regroup and, you know, reassert our forces. So far I can't see much with this sub. Looks like there's not much going on. They seem to be totally unaware that they're about to be completely destroyed. Giza has been building quite a lot for me. I don't think I need to build too much more. I might build another submarine. Vienna. All my workers, unbelievably, are actually working now, which is pretty good. Let's build a stock exchange, why not? Graz, let's build some more culture. Salzburg, similarly, I want more culture still. And we've got new research, of course. What are we going to go for? Bombers, fighters, paratroopers, tanks, anti-tanks, and the Pentagon. Marines, med labs. It's all pretty good stuff. I think probably... I don't know, man. Guys, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? What should we go for? What should we go for here? Penicillin, radar, combined arms. What do you think? What do we think? Out of the 3 choices there, what should we go with? Obviously, it's kind of critical to make the right choice at this point. I'm leaning towards combined arms personally, because it's got this, you know, good building and stuff. So I'm not sure. And Catherine completed the yeah, Catherine was... Where was she up on this? Yeah, Catherine completed Apollo, so she's got SAM sites, rocket artillery. She's trying to get into all this. Now we've got to really hit this hard. Combined arms. Yeah, you can't upgrade outside the units, I know. No matter. Right, well, things are moving along. Jerusalem, we'll give him a little gift, a little pat on the back. There you go. All my spies are at work. Right. I can't do too much with the subs, but they're basically just my kind of protection force right now. Don't like what Germany's getting up to here. I feel a kind of counter move coming. I think I need to sort of be aware of that. Getting very tricky here. Let's, by the way, let's buy some more vehicles, buy some more tanks, basically. I think we can, can't we? Yeah. Or can we? Anti-aircraft gun. I thought we... oh no, we're currently researching it, aren't we? Yeah, stupid me. Stupid. Oh yeah, I wanted to reinforce my borders here. Oh, we need one more oil. Interesting. We need to tap into some more oil. Do we have any untapped oil right now? I don't think so. That's okay. That's fine. You can just hold the line. Now the question is, guys, on the stream, do we try to destroy Tyre, or do we just... I think it's almost necessity, really. I think we do have to destroy Tyre. But we don't want to really risk too many land units before we get to that point. So I'm going to bring them down here. I'm going to try and sneakily go around that coastline. Right, I'm also going to bring up this artillery here just to remind Germany not to dick around with me. Because if they do, they'll have some surprises that are coming their way. Tenochtitlan, you can research lab me. Yeah, submarines, you can hold your positions. Actually, you can come here. And you can come over here. A German caravel? What are you doing out here? So far from home. Right, our main force is approaching. It's got a little way to go though, it's got to be said. That's our artillery. It's very, very important. Right. I'm going to continue purchasing some more military units. I think we're going to have some more infantry. Actually, that'll probably do for now. I think we're doing pretty strong. Damn it, I should have purchased from that other one because we get double XP from there. Yep, hello anybody that's joining. It's very, very late. You're actually coming to the end here, guys, so it's going to be coming up pretty on the end of this one. Right. I'm going to try and maybe take Tyre and then leave. We're going to sort of end on the sort of final point of that stage. Right, as I say, we're going to try and move some of this around here. Very, very sneakily. Now, no doubt Catherine will have realised that we are amassing a rather epic military force, but hopefully she won't realise until it's too late. Promoted, target land units. Land units. Let's get you on the go, dude. Now all of these guys are finishing their jobs now. I'm going to have to try and retask them to deal with some of this stuff. Right, now, I think if I put this task here, yep. Still got a lot of units to move up over this side though. A lot. We're making some progress, slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Right, it's all coming together. Right, production for what? Heliopolis, of course. Stadium on the go. Yes, artillery can prepare and just be ready. Now, shouldn't we build... We'll connect the uranium in this tile to the Empire's trade network. Yeah, we need to create a mine right there. We've actually got two generals, and do you know, I'm actually going to bring my other general up because I probably should have done that earlier, but I want him over there because hopefully I can actually create some defensive units and stuff. Right, here we go, here we go. I'm just going to continue moving these down a little bit here because I want to create space. And I want to be able to also move in and hit those as hard as I can, as necessary. These guys have finished what they're doing, and what are they going to do for me next? Need to start capping some of this uranium. Oh, they can go here. Right, just stay there. Now, I have no line of sight on Tyre, but I will do. There we go. Right, they've got line of sight as well. I want to get one more battleship down here before we open fire because it's all going to be pretty critical that everything is in place. Look at my army, seriously. If we can't take them with this lot, it's going to be a bad job. And in my defence, we gave them plenty of opportunity to... right, this artillery is reserved because the artillery is for taking the main capital city, not for a live engagement right now. Some of this infantry, though, can come up. Right, some of these guys here. Right. We're nearly getting there. Right, you can go to sleep. So can you. Production for Alexandria Museum, please. Right, nearly there. Other battleships have nearly arrived. Yes, artillery, again, you can come back here and wait. Infantry, you can move up. Artillery, again, you can come over here. Dun, 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 dun. Another battleship, bring that up. More battleships, as you can see. I'm hoping as well that my other battleships can continue to kind of bombard some of these other cities, and not in a sense to kind of necessarily do anything, but just to kind of cause some distraction, essentially. The general as well, he's for the main occupation. I'm surprised Catherine hasn't sort of said, why are you amassing troops on my border as well, because they normally do that. Right guys, the final battleship is coming into place now, which means we will be literally just about to engage, which is getting quite exciting. Wow, we need more coal. I'm just going to get rid of this unit, seriously, it's just a waste of my time. Right, Vladivostok Castle me. Where can I bring this infantry in though? That's the question. Probably down here. Here we go. This is the time of reckoning. Right guys, it's on. Get ready. The battleships are in place. The troops are in place. Right, let's game on. These are the initial troops that are going to hit the land first. And then, so I'm going to try and create some confusion from other forces as well. We've also got these kind of reinforcement ships to sort of hit what we need. Right, here we go. Game on. Goodbye, I don't want to hear your crap.